just after low tide right now. We have to leave at this time even though we don't want to get to our next spot. So it can get it was scary coming in here at high tide. We got down to 5 feet 2 inches, but we realized you shouldn't follow the channel markers. You either need to go all the way over there where those boats are, or all the way in front of these houses. If you follow the channel markers, you get really shallow.
Don't stick next to the red 2. Do not stick next to the red 2.
Go all the way over by those houses if you're coming in to anchor at Marco Island and go back, or go all the way over by this marina and go back. We just went all the way here right next to this sign and got down to 5.6, which is basically scraping the bottom for us. If we just take a second to appreciate how far we've come, we're literally just hanging out, just relaxing at 8.1 right now. Sails are in good condition, tilt-tails look great. 8.2, 8.3, that's faster than our hull speed. Our hull speed's 7.9, and we're just cruising. No worries at all. Woohoo! Alright guys, we are officially out in the ocean. You can barely see top of a building back there. That's it as far as land goes.
Hello. So it was just so beautiful out here and super calm, but wind is picking up and waves are picking up. We are about 3 hours away from Shark River, and Banner is taking a nap, so I'll probably wake him soon so that we can start sailing again. We do have a little tear in the head sail, so we'll see. Well, we're hoping it just holds up, you know? So as I was at the helm and Banner was taking a nap, this little bird came to say hi and to catch a ride. We're about 11 miles away from shore, so I can't imagine how this little tiny bird is just flying in this crazy wind. His friends came along and there was 3 of them just hanging out on the boat. I'd say for about an hour. We tried to feed them. They didn't want anything, but they just wanted to catch a ride for a little bit, and it was like the cutest thing ever.
Belly is down below sleeping. We finally have enough wind in the right direction that we're sailing today.
We officially made it! We just anchored, I don't know, a mile away from the trees. That's all there is here is trees. There's no service. So if anything goes wrong, we're screwed! Just kidding. But the anchor's holding really well, and we're just gonna hang out and cook some dinner and go to bed. And I think we're gonna wake up early so we can head straight to Marathon, so that we can get there early. And if we can't find a spot to anchor or a mooring field, then we're gonna try to go up further past Marathon. So we're sassy.
Woo, cheers. Alright guys, so we pulled into the anchorage. As you know, we tested the anchor. Everything seems to be really good. Cooked up some tacos, got a nice little glass of wine, beautiful sunset. Life is good. This is what sailing's about right here.
So we are sitting here eating dinner, and this is our first time away from civilization, like completely. We're anchored right out of the Everglades, am I right? Mm-hmm. And so we have absolutely zero cell service. The only thing we see are trees and
a few other sailboats,
and there's like nothing around.
It's really cool. That sailboat over there, we saw them in Fort Myers, and then they pulled in a little bit after us in Marco Island yesterday, and then now they just pulled in here with us today, right beside us. They've been like following us the whole way. It's cool.
So we're probably gonna all make it to Marathon at the same time. But yeah, my phone's about to die. Banner's phone is gonna die. Both of our, we have 3 portable chargers. 2 of them are dead. So, if everything goes wrong, we are screwed. But everything is gonna go right. Okay. Well, also, we were anchoring. Banner's hand line. His hand line got tangled up in the prop, and we haven't really fixed it. And we don't think we need to because the line is so little, but
we'll see tomorrow.
We'll see tomorrow.
Nellie's having such a good time.
I'm getting emotional because this is so beautiful. I'm not even drunk, but they just like, the sun went down and they honked their horn.
Everybody started honking their horns and the sun went down.
And like, the view is amazing and there's nothing in front of us and we're like in the middle of nowhere and we don't have service. And this is just like, so incredible. I'm getting emotional. This is amazing.
Aw, I love you.
I love you.
Alright guys, it's a little bright. Last night was possibly the worst night ever. Tell 'em, baby.
It was awful.
So, at sunset, you know, Nellie was crying and everything was great. We were all happy. That was like 6:30. Then 7:30, the stars came out and were just gorgeous. She started crying again. No, just kidding. But it was beautiful. We laid out on the deck. It was amazing. The wind totally died. It was flat. We were like, wow, this is great. We go to sleep, sleeping great. And then at 11 p.m., it had to have been like 3-foot seas. We were crashing and smacking. The dinghy was like flopping out of the water and smacking, going, it was terrible. Nellie was hungry and she wanted a grilled cheese, but she also really likes turkey and salami. So I put a grilled cheese on one side and grilled the cheese. Then I put a middle bun with cheese on each side, with turkey on top, and then below the middle bun, salami with more cheese melted on the bottom.
Oh,
so we have a triple decker grilled cheese panini.
I'm drooling. Thank you, baby. Alright, everyone. It is about 10 o'clock and we are sailing finally. We've been motoring and motor sailing most of the way. There's crab pots everywhere, like worse than from St. Pete to Fort Myers. They're like everywhere. You can never sit down and relax. The depth is only 12 feet and we're like 11 miles offshore. So crazy. We're about an hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours away from the 7-mile bridge. About to dodge a crab pot. Gotta go.
Okay, so we've had 0 service for a day and a half, almost 2 days. So we've been, 10 to 15 miles offshore, and we were anchored at Shark River, which is in the swamp. There's nothing around there. And finally, I just started receiving texts. My brother texted me this long paragraph. He's like, guys, everyone back home is freaking out. Can you please just I know you're busy, but can you let someone know you're okay? Like, Mom is crying because she thinks pirates got you. And our friends are calling my mom because our friends haven't contacted us, and everyone is just losing their minds. It's only been not even, yeah. My mom literally, we're in the Gulf of Mexico between Shark River and Marathon, and my mom thought pirates tracked us down and got us.
Dude, this water's crazy!
Dude, that was crazy. That was so sick.
Oh, wow.
This water is insane.
Wow! So much more beautiful than the Gulf. We just crossed through the 7-mile bridge. We sailed through it. Incredible. Wow.
Alright guys, the water's finally clear enough. I just looked down and we still have a line on the prop. So I'm about to dive in and see if we can get it off.
You. We made it.
We made it to Long Key.
To Long Key.
It was really flat yesterday evening too. Right when Nelly was crying about how beautiful everything it was.
And then at 11 o'clock.
It got terrible, so we kind of feel like this is going to be that same thing, so we'll see.
We're going to try to go to bed really early so we can get some sleep. Good morning!
We've been motor sailing since this morning. We left Long Key around, what, 8 a.m.?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know, but last night when we were putting the main down, we noticed one of the ribs.
One of the battens. The batten pocket tore off our mainsail.
Tore off our main, and we have a tear in our head, so.
I hate it when you get a tear in the head.
We've been roughing it, and we don't know how much fuel we have because we don't know if our fuel gauge is working, and we haven't been able to pull in anywhere to get anything.
So we're kind of struggling right now, but look how beautiful. It's kind of dark, you can't even see. We can see the bottom so crystal clear and perfect right now. So we're kind of struggling, but we're having a good time.
We're doing almost 8 knots. Oh! Sail.
We were just double checking the accuracy of our fuel tank. We just looked it up to see how full it looked in there, and while we were at it, I decided to check the raw water sea strainer. And look in there, can you see how nasty it is? You'll see a little bit better when I pull it out. So to clean this, you have to close the sea cock right there, which all of ours are labeled, which is super nice. If you don't, a bunch of water will start coming out. So.
Hi.
We're on a hunt for diesel.
We're trying so hard to find a place to get diesel. There's nowhere where we can dinghy to, so we're just gonna try to sneak dinghy somewhere.
So we got some at Marathon. We did.
Yeah.
Never paid for it. Oh, it's something.
It is pretty though. Okay, so we just found this little dock and we just pulled up and we were like, you know what? So I went with a scooter and we were like, if someone comes, Banner, just go around in circles. But nobody ended up coming to him, and I went and got diesel. I filled up our tank, thank God. At the
I'm trying to tell you guys, life is good right now.
Let's just hope our boat is still there. But then this guy came up to me, and I was like, oh no, like, I'm so sorry, is this your dog? And it said private property, oops. But he was like, oh no, it's okay. And turns out he's from Boca, which is right next to West Palm, which is where we're from. But yeah, we're all good now. We're gonna be able to make it to Miami, hopefully.
Mouth is so full. I can't do it right now. I got so many friends.
So we just got back to the sailboat, and I forgot we didn't really tell y'all where we're anchored or anything. We are anchored right.
Beautiful Tavernier Key.
Tavernier Key. To the west of Tavernier Key, right? In between Isla Morada and Tavernier Key. There's a big sandbar over here, and there's boats parked all up over there. You got Reese's? Did you get enough for me? It's about like 7-8 feet here, so we think we're gonna be okay for the night. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe, comment, and share with all of your friends. Stay tuned for next time when we finally make it to Miami.